Good evening. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. My name is Matthew Spear. I am the host of Don't Unfriend Me. It's good to have you here. By the way, you can follow us at the DUM Show across all social media channels. We're on 8:30 live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and throughout the week we have recorded shows like this one. Tonight, what are we talking about? We're talking about Ukraine. We're talking about Patriot missiles and Scud. No, this isn't the Gulf War. They are asking for more weapon systems, and it's just in time. How opportune for the defense funding bill that just went through. Stick around. We will talk about that next. Thanks for stopping by the Don't Unfriend Me show. I am going to talk about two companies that are near and dear to my heart. The first one is the Patriot flag company. The flag you see behind me right here was created by them. They're all wooden flags. They do amazing things for veterans. They are out of their garage. It's a mom and pop location. Stop by Perceville, Purcellville, flag.com. Pick yourself up a flag. And last but not least, stop by the Don't Unfriend Me store. I know, folks, it's becoming QVC here. Betsy Ross Coffee, and a whole bunch more. You can get sample packs, you can get pods. We are now officially partners with Minutemen Coffee. They are an awesome coffee provider. Stop on by. Good prices, great coffee, and you get 4 more ounces than every other coffee provider. They do 12-ounce bags. We do 16. Go take a look at Minutemen Coffee. By the way, I also have these brand new glasses that are, no, I'm just kidding. Folks, I don't get paid for this. These are companies I believe in, I take part in, and I work with, and I'm going to promote them as often as I can. Thanks for tolerating that. Ukraine, interesting stuff going on. We know we've been hearing it for how long now, but the interesting part that you should all know about is the Biden administration has requested another $37.7 billion in additional funds for Ukraine, $21.7 billion for defense purposes, and $14.6 billion to fund the government and provide supposedly humanitarian aid. And that will put us well over $130 billion. Now, something you might not have known because there was some distraction going on, of course, with an election in Georgia, with the Twitter files, but you may not have heard while you were sleeping, the defense funding bill was passed and obviously went through. And now the Biden administration is holding their hand out, asking for money while they still have control of the House and the Senate to get their funding and of the war with Ukraine and the proxy that they've been funding for the last 7 months. Here is an interesting video that was taken, in my opinion, in poor taste. Marjorie Taylor Greene and I don't necessarily agree all the time, but in this one, I do. She took a video and she made a tweet in regards to Ukrainian soldiers being used to go ahead and gain sympathy for money for Ukraine. She felt it was pretty tasteless, and I do as well. Here's the video. The question is, why are they bringing Ukrainian soldiers over? Why is Zelensky doing balls and getting on top of GQ and People magazine as Person of the Year? I mean, his country's being invaded, and now he has time to go ahead and do magazine covers. I'm waiting for the Netflix special coming any day now. And obviously, the Ukraine has been coming under increased attack from Russia, drones and cruise missiles. And according to the United Nations, half the country's energy infrastructure has been destroyed, and that's obviously going to be serious with the harsh winter coming, and the lack of energy sources in that region are already scarce. It's causing blackouts and affecting millions. But is the Patriot missile really going to be the right thing to defend the Ukraine? The MIM-104, or the MIM-104, is the Patriot, and it's the U.S. Army's long-range air defense system. You may have heard of it. I'll try to jog your memory in a second. It's able to hit supersonic targets hundreds of miles away at extreme altitude. And while earlier missile versions could only engage aircraft, the Patriot is also able to intercept ballistic and cruise missiles as well, and was deployed in the 1991 Gulf War to protect U.S. forces from Iraqi Scud missiles. You may all remember hearing that word. It was literally between Kuwait and Patriot and Scud as the top three words, and oil. Since then, the Patriot has gone through several upgrades and now has high-resolution AESA or AESA radar, providing 360-degree coverage. However, while it is effective against the aircraft and helicopters, like I said, the Patriot does not perform so well against smaller drones. They have a very low profile and are very difficult to pick up against radar. The Patriot does not perform well because the radar is specifically designed for larger aircraft. An example is in 2017, the Houthis started attacking Saudi Arabian Patriot sites with Kasif kamikaze drones, and it is a type of drone supplied by Iran. The drones targeted the system's radar, aiming to put it out of action long enough for long-range missiles and attacks to get through. At $3 million a shot for a single projectile, they're ill-effective against the Hisa Sawhead 136s that are launched in salvos, so one or two may get through by launching quite a few. The Patriots appear to be supplied, now not really in a response to any urgent need, but because of a lag time in response. Zelensky's been asking for F-16s and weapons for how long? The Ukrainians have been begging for Patriot missiles since before the Russian invasion, when the main threat was seen as Russian aircraft and missiles. At the time, the U.S. officials decided it would take too long to train Ukrainian crews to use the systems. You remember that the Ukrainians have the Neptune anti-ship missile system, and the ship was recently sunk. There was some question if the United States had something to do with that, if they had the technology, and the answer most assuredly is, of course, training has been taking place to make the Ukrainian army more innovative and effective at technology. The Patriot missiles were part of that long list of hardware that the U.S. had previously been reluctant to, like I said, with the F-16s to battle tanks and long-range missiles. The Patriots are a first indication that things are changing, and we may see more, much more, significant arm transfers in the new year. And with the money Biden is asking for, of course, that is the plan all along. The question, as it always is when do we accept the results as satisfactory to stop this war? Almost 41 years between Vietnam and Afghanistan in total. These were both proxy wars before there were troops on the ground. And if we fail to define when this is all over, it will go on indefinitely. That is, until it escalates to another level. And if we think we can't afford to send any more weapon systems, just wait until we start sending our children over there to possibly fight a conflict that we should have defined an exit strategy for long before the first pop gun or water balloon was fired. Folks, thank you so much for watching Don't Unfriend Me tonight. Do me a favor, follow me at The DUM Show across all social media. I would appreciate it. And if you would do me one more favor, no, not buy something, but remember this number, the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, press 1 or 988 on your phone. 22 veterans commit suicide a day. It is way too many. Traumatic brain injury, anxiety, depression are all too real, and veterans need our help. They can dial this number free of charge. It will never be revealed to their duty station. And if you are not a veteran, don't worry, you can call too. Even if you're a civilian, it's fine. Just pick up the phone. They will never turn anyone away. Folks, thank you so much. I was your host, Matthew Spear. Once again, you can find me 8:30 Eastern Standard, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, along with recorded shows for the rest of the week. God bless, and thank you for watching the show.